Hello everyone, thank you for joining me. This is Vickie Burley, a rock and roll prophetess. These are going to be your September of 2016 free video readings. I'll be using the Rock and Roll Tarot deck, which is my own creation, and then we'll pull a card from the Beast Mistress Animal Oracle cards, which is my own creation. As always, I have a whole bunch of stuff here. If you're learning to read tarot, you can check out my book, Tarot in the Modern World. I also have several adult coloring books. You can find all that up in the eye in the sky, along with how to get readings and different things from me, the readings and wares that I offer. I did a kind of a cool little funny video this month, if you guys have time to check it out. It's called Find Somebody to Blame, and it's sort of sarcastic, and it's sort of like this country tune. It's supposed to be halfway funny, so if you have a minute, check it out. You can find a link below on that one. And if anybody out there is a country musician and you want to record it, definitely get a hold of me. I would love to see that happen. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and explain a little bit about how the readings work before we get into it. If you already know how the readings work, you can go ahead and skip ahead. First of all, when I pull the cards, I want you to pick a color. And then when the color shows up in the spread, that could contain a special message for you. When I pull the cards, I'm going to hold them up, and I want you to take time to look at each card. These cards were designed to speak to your subconscious mind. If it looks like it says something else, like for instance here, the word motion is contained in emotion. If that stands out to you, or even if it looks like it says something completely different, go with it. That's spirit communicating with you. This is empowerment tarot. I'm not trying to tell you how to lead your life, and nobody should. You should not give your power away. This is for you to activate your own intuition and find things in here and allow these cards to speak to you. If you do not get your message through this reading, be sure to check your rising and moon sign. The other thing is when the court cards appear, and the court cards would be the knights, queen, kings, and pages. Traditionally, a knight is a male, knight, king, and page are males, and the queen are females. But in these general readings, they could be male or female. So I may refer to, like if it's a king, I may refer to it as he, but really it could be he or she or anybody. Learn to trust your intuition and go with the flow on these readings. I hope that you get a special message out of here. Take time to look at each card and pause the video if you have time. Without further ado, on to your free readings for September. Hello, Scorpio. Welcome to your September reading. Let's get right into it. A couple cards that are wanting to come out. What's going on with Scorpio in September? They're just flying out for you this morning, aren't they? Okay, Scorpio, September. Scorpio. September. Scorpio, September. I'm already getting messages too. I'm hearing that love will find a way. I think I got that a couple months ago for somebody. It's actually called something else. It's boy, am I drawing blanks today. You guys are the first morning read, which I'm fresh, but I'm getting a ton of psychic information. Tesla. It's called Love Song, Tesla. It was a couple months ago. I don't know if it was you guys or not, but it's love will find a way. Open your eyes. Love is going to find a way. It's because the soulmate card was one of the first cards that came out. And so the soulmate card is, usually a love interest. Most of the time it's considered that. Really, though, soulmates come in all shapes and sizes, and it may be, lots of people are your soulmates. Your parents are your soulmates, your family members, your close friends, even some of your enemies and stuff are your soulmates. So, but most of the time it's going to be love, and I'm hearing that love will find a way, because on this side of the soulmate card we have the strength card, and the strength card is have strength, have patience, hang in there. It also, I want to say that this soulmate relationship is a very strong relationship. That it will have strength, and it could have strength, and it could endure. There could be a lot of endurance with this relationship. The other side of it, though, we've got this side. It's almost like this person, like say, I don't know who's who. Let's say this is you, though. Says this is you. It's saying have strength and have patience. That love is going to find a way, which is what I heard. Then on the other side is this card about somebody's being really on guard. somebody, usually this guy's, if you look at him, he's beat up pretty good, you know. Now I'm hearing that other song, I've been hurt by love, I'm just a fool for a pretty face. So one person's been hurt and they seem to be on guard, and the other person is wanting to come into union here with the soulmate relationship, but they have to hang in there and have strength. So it could be, you could be one or the other. So if this is you, it's saying have patience, that they'll come around. You know, this is a soulmate relationship, so it should flourish, it should happen. And the other, if this is you, and you're the one who's real leery or on guard, know that this could be a real thing for you. You know, even if you've been hurt by love, you know, that this could be a relationship that's really strong. Now, the soulmate, again, does not have to be a romantic love relationship. You know, maybe this is, it could be any kind of, maybe you want to be in a working partnership with somebody, or a business partnership. And this person here got burnt in business, and they're, you know, this one got burnt. Let's just put it this way. They're crispy. They're a crispy critter over here. So this one got burnt, and this one is bringing in stability, strength. This one sees the potential here, and they're ready. They're ready to unite with this other person on whatever level it might be. Probably love, but it could be anything. Okay, let's move down. Because the rest of the reading is really not about love, necessarily. It doesn't seem to be so. Because the Justice card, well, let's go to the center. This is the central card, and a lot of times the central issue, and it lines right up with the soulmate, is Chariot. Chariot's a success. You know, Chariot is, plain and simple, a success. It's the highest success card in the entire deck. So it's saying, you know, this is going to be successful. It also is the phoenix rising from the ashes, which that's a Scorpio card thing too. You know, I don't think the Chariot's the Scorpio card. I think Death is, but the phoenix rise from the ashes. That's Scorpio. You know, death and rebirth. Now I got to tell everybody about these eclipses this month too. Now the first September 1st is the new moon eclipse in Virgo. So this is the new beginning time, the new moon. And then the full moon eclipse is in Pisces on the 24th. Oh, excuse me, the 16th, but it's at 24 degrees. 16th is the full moon eclipse. So these eclipses are affecting everybody. It's eclipse season. So new things happening on the 1st, full things on the 16th, things coming to culmination, things being revealed, things being released, all could be happening. So you got Chariot here, this highest success card in the deck. Some big change could be occurring. The phoenix could rise up from the ashes. And it does involve a soulmate on some level again. Romantic, otherwise. On one side of Chariot, we have the Justice card. Justice almost always ties into legal matters, you know, and it very well could be. Could be some kind of big contract being signed, some kind of big, a deed or something being, the deed word just stood out to me on this. You know, signing of legal papers, things like this. Justice also, though, is karmatic justice. And it simply means justice will be done on whatever level again. So, you know, justice will be done. If this is, you know, some kind of karmic relationship, justice will be done, but you'll get over it and get past it in a good way. It's not like, oh, you have to suffer in justice, because those sometimes karmic relationships are that. We all know that, right? You know, oh, you have to go through this horrible suffering, and then, you know, just you've paid the karmic debt. It's saying this is some kind of earned good karma, you know, good dharma karma with the Chariot here. Also love that the Temperance is on the other side of it. It's a successful combination. The Temperance is the combining of the elements to create this new successful thing, especially with Chariot here. It's more successful than you ever thought it could be. And it's the 2 cups here. He's got the 2 cups, like the 2 of cups. You know, it could totally be in love stuff. Also, it's an angel. So there is angelic, you know, presence at work, or some higher force at work here. The other thing about the Tempest card, what was I just thinking? And I lost it again. I'm sorry, I'm kind of foggy this morning. balance, the cup things, and well, these are all major arcanas too. Let's look at that. We got a huge lineup of major arcana, which also indicates like higher forces at work. We've got also strength. Da, 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 da. Oh, about this moderation. It's kind of a card of patience too. That's what I was going to say too. All good things come to those who wait, or all in good time, or something like that. When the timing is right, you know. So, you know, and if some of you have had bad luck in love and bad luck in relationships, you know, it's like, well, maybe the timing is right for the right successful thing to come along. There does seem to be some money stuff coming in too, whether it's tied to all this or not, but there is some definite money coming in here. You got Ace of Pentacles, new beginning in money. What did we just say? The new beginning of the new moon on the 1st. So any kind of new money ventures you're looking to do. I should have looked. Isn't Mercury retrograde too? That was the other thing. I forgot to look at that. You know, I don't know about the Mercury retrogrades. I've had things happen on it, but I've also... I've told this story before about, when I'm looking this up, about my brother. He bought a car on a Mercury retrograde years ago, in the late 80s. And I was like, oh, dude, you should not have bought that car. It's Mercury retrograde. It's horrible. You're going to blah, 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 blah. And I was all warning him, you know, about the Mercury retrograde. Never buy a car on a Mercury retrograde, right? And he's like, you know what? I don't believe in any of that stuff. And therefore, you know, that car, my brother passed, and that car outlived him. As far as I know, there was some guy that was still driving it, like a couple years ago. So, and that car was the best car ever. He never had a problem with it. So, you know, I don't know. A lot of it is, do we make our stuff happen, or do we not? Let's just look real quick in September and see if that Mercury is retrograde. Yeah, it is. It's retrograde for a lot of the month until the 22nd. But I still say... Yeah, it starts on the 31st of August, and it's going to be retrograde quite a bit of the month. I still say this is a good time to start on this, or at least start working on it here, you know. The Eight of Pentacles is that card of starting to work on it, you know, start building it, even if you're not going to debut it, you know, until after the retrograde, you know, later in the month. It's a good time to make the start with this Ace of Pentacles here. Some of you could be getting some new job or some new money, you know, definitely coming in, even if it's not a project you're working on. And if that's the case, like if this is just some new job that you get or something like this card being on this side says you really love it, that you really get a lot of fulfillment out of it, you really enjoy doing it. With the Chariot lining up, it's going to be successful no matter what. If it's a new project, new business, it could be very highly successful. The other card, the other side of that Ace of Pentacles, you got the Wish card. And you got a real nice reading here, Scorpio. You don't have one bad thing except that card. There was another reading I did, it wasn't the same cards, but everything was good except for that card. About being on guard, or being overly cautious, you know. But anyways, Wish card. Your wish is coming true. And I always say when I did personal readings, I used to say, you know, if you had a question in mind when you were starting to watch this, you know, is this going to happen, yes or no? If it's a yes or no question, usually the Wish card is a big yes. Like, yes, you're going to get it. You're going to get what you want. But it really does seem to be tied up here with some kind of money, financial thing, job, career, project that you're working on. Because this card here, the Eight of Pentacles, excuse me, is not really about the money earned. It's about the work that you're doing, loving the work, being involved in the work. I need a drink of water, excuse me. Being immersed in the work and really enjoying it and really liking it. Okay? So it's looking good, Scorpio. Hey, let's get onto that animal totem for you guys. So what is that animal totem for Scorpio going to be in the month of September 2016 for Scorpio? The cat. This one I don't think has ever come up in these spreads. Okay. Everybody wants to be a cat, because a cat knows where it's at. The cat's the only cat who knows where it's at. Okay, stealth, huntress of the night. Ooh, maybe you're going to be doing some hunting up there, huh? A hunting girl, a hunting girl. Haha. That's an Ian Anderson, Jethro Tull song. Anyways, ancient intelligence, familiar of the goddess, waiting patiently for the time to act, being flexible with balance and grace. Well, waiting patiently, you know, that's exactly what I was talking about with the strength card here. You know, because the Strength card shows up next to the Soulmate card, this just came to me. This could be, you know, maybe if this relationship, that could be the thing that's after the Mercury retrograde, I'm feeling, you know? Like maybe once the Mercury goes direct, then this soulmate relationship would finally kick in, or this person would get over their apprehensions or whatever's going on. Or, you know, if you're the one feeling apprehensive, you know, that 8 is really standing out to me too. But anyway, so what else is on this card? Ancient intelligence, familiar of the goddess, waiting patiently for the time to act, being flexible with balance and grace. That very much reminds me of this card, and the top word on temperance is balance. And the top word on all these cards are if I had to pick one keyword, that's the word I usually put on the top, you know. So it's kind of like the most important, if there is a most important one. So balance shows up here in the cat card, and it shows up here in the temperance card. So balance is going to be important for you this month too. You know, the other thing is this balance shows in between the love stuff and the money stuff. So it could be talking about balancing work and play, relationship and career, you know, those kind of things. Being flexible with balance and grace. Being flexible. Because Scorpio, you guys are fixed, and sometimes you do want things like your way, you know. And you're real psychic, and you're real good at visualizing things. And sometimes you can latch onto it. Well, this is how it saw it in the reading and the vision, and I'm only going to, be open. You got to be a little open here with this temperance here. Allow for this angelic energy and the higher forces to come in and work its magic. Don't be so narrow-minded and set, and be flexible with balance and grace. You got to be a little flexible, and maybe don't be so staunch in your if this is a relationship. Well, I made my list. My soulmate's going to be like this. It's going to come in this package. Well, maybe your soulmate's going to come in a little bit of a different package than you thought. If you're single. Okay, Scorpios, could be a lot of different things, but I hope you got a message out of here. Don't forget to check the rising moon if you did not. Hey everybody, thank you so much for everything you do. You can check out all my wares by looking in that little eye in the sky up there. And then don't forget to hit the subscribe button here, because that's how you're going to keep up with the videos and everything that's going on. There's other links below, like the Facebook page and the video, the country video. Any country singers out there want to record my country song? Hey, I would love for that to happen. Thank you for everything you do for this channel as far as watching, liking, sharing, commenting, Google Plus shares, Facebook shares, all that stuff. Donating, which really makes it possible for these free videos to come every month. Remember that you are love and beauty incarnate. Have a great month of September, and I'll speak to you soon.